My God, it is very rare that I don't know how to start a video, don't know what to say, but today the trailer dropped for Call of Duty Modern Warfare Season 5, and there is so much more than I thought was coming in this season. In this trailer, we get to see what the new Warzone map is going to look like, what the train is going to look like. It looks insane. On top of that, there's mounted guns on there. It looks like there's a tank on the train. On top of this, we see all the new multiplayer maps. We see new weapons, new characters. This is probably the most insane trailer that we have seen for Modern Warfare since the launch period. Like I said, I don't even know where to start here. I don't even know. So I think what we're going to do in this video is break down this trailer frame by frame so I can show you everything that is coming in Season 5. And as I said right at the beginning here, there is so much more than you think. Like, first of all, Stadium. Okay, you know what? Let's just start from the beginning of the trailer and let me break it down. Like I said, I don't even know where to start here. Let's dive into it. Now, real quickly before we dive in and break down this full trailer, I just wanted to let you guys know that we are now under 150,000 subscribers away from 1 million, and we're quickly approaching it. And I was looking at my analytics, and only about 32% of you that normally watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. So if you want to be a part of the road to 1 million, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. It's always appreciated. Anyway, we have a ton to talk about today. So let's break down this trailer. So the trailer starts with the roof of Stadium being blown off and then a helicopter landing on the inside. This is the first look that we get on the inside of Stadium, and it is huge. There's a full stadium surrounding the outside, a soccer field in the middle. It's a very, very big area, and we see much more of it throughout the trailer. The second thing we see here is the train. This is not like anything we've seen before on the map. This is brand new, and as you can very clearly tell by the trailer, it is moving around the map. We're going to see many more shots of this as well. Then right after this, we see a new mechanic. It's like a grappling hook slash elevator thing, and it's going up the side of prison. So this is something that we actually saw teased outside of Stadium in a Season 4 little picture, and now we know it's going to be on a lot of big buildings on the outside as another way to get up. One example being prison that we're seeing here. A cool new mechanic to be added to Warzone, and it's going to help counteract campers. After this, we get another look at train, and as you can see, there are mounted turrets on the train that you're actually able to use. I'm really curious to see how this plays into the game. Now, after this, we get a look and explanation as to what actually happened to Stadium. So this is what it says.
Alert to roads. You ready to start this fire?
Always. You know that.
That's what I like to hear. How about some fireworks?
Whole squad ready.
Good effect on target, Shadows. Doors open, bring in birds.
So simply story-wise, we can learn from this that Shadow Company is the one that blows the roof off of Stadium. As of right now, we don't know why, but between Rose and Marcus Ortega or Lurch, those are the ones that actually blew the roof off. And as we can see, when you get the overview of the map, you can actually see on top of Stadium that you can see directly into the roof. So after this, we get another look at the train, and this time we can very clearly see tanks are covered up on the train. And this makes me wonder whether or not tanks are going to be coming to Warzone or not. At this point, we don't know they're covered, but maybe. I kind of hope they don't, but we'll have to wait and see. The other thing to note about this is the path that the train is on. Everywhere where we see it in this trailer is the same path that was added within Season 4, and it's going to loop around that bottom left-hand side of the map. At least that's everything that we're seeing in the trailer. On top of this, based off of what we're seeing in the trailer, it appears as though there's going to be high-quality loot actually on the train. As you can see, there's a legendary chest just sitting there waiting for someone to take. On top of this, another thing that we saw in that little section is the ATV jump over the train, and there's some sort of trail coming out the back of it. Whether this is going to be a new item that you can get from different bundles or battle pass, I don't know, but that's definitely new. After this, we dive into the multiplayer maps, the first of which is called Sudal Harbor, which is a 6v6 map. It looks actually relatively small, relatively close quarters, which I like to see. We can see some characters playing some search and destroy, planting a bomb, which of course, doing that, you can also see a couple new character skins as well. The next map we have is called Verdansk International Airport, and it is a ground war map and includes the entire airport area, the parking garage, the apartments in between. On top of that, you can see the tarmac as well. It appears to be a pretty damn big map, and of course there are tanks on here and everything that you're seeing in the trailer. So just your typical ground war map, but it appears as though this one might have a little less elevation than, say, downtown Verdansk. After this, we have a new gunfight map called Livestock. It is a 2v2 map, as we know, and it appears as though this one's kind of like from the Krovnik farmland area of the Warzone map. It appears to be be kind of like two different barns put together with a little field in the middle. Looks actually relatively good. Also, you get to see a new skin for Minotaur, which is kind of making him look like a Viking, which is pretty dope. And then the fourth multiplayer map is called Petrov Oil Rig. This is actually a remake of the map Offshore from Modern Warfare 3, and in this we get to see a couple of new characters. So first off, we have Marcus Ortega, aka Lurch, who is the leader of Shadow Company as of right now, and as we can see, he is holding one of the new weapons, which is the AN-94. This is kind of our first in-game good look at it, and as you can see, it looks very similar to an AN-94 that we've seen before in Black Ops games. Then on top of that, we have a new character named Velikan. This is like the mystery character. We don't know his true identity, always wearing a mask, but this is a character coming later on within Season 5. So those are all the new multiplayer maps coming, but after this, we also get to see new additions to Warzone, starting off with Train Station. So at the very beginning, it looks normal until you go on top and realize that there's a whole new internal area to the train station. It almost kind of looks like a mall inside of here. That's the best way I can explain it. As we can see, there is a burger town, and on top of all of this, we also get to see a new skin for Ghost, which is kind of like ghillie suit Ghost is probably the best way to explain it. So after this, we go to downtown Verdansk to the big tall building, and as we can see, someone is on top sniping there, but then we see a new skin, which we're just going to call Goldface because I don't know which character this actually is. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments, but he uses the new grapple system to get to the top of the building, which is pretty cool. Once again, counteracts campers, but then uses a new finishing move that is a Raven to finish off the guy that is on top and camping on top of the roof. Following this up, we get to see another look at the grappling system, but this time outside of Stadium. So this is very clearly going to change the traversal of some of the areas of the map, especially with the larger, taller buildings. So then we get a better look at Stadium, and it shows off just how big it is. You can see a helicopter landing inside, and you get to see the entire interior of the stadium, which looks huge. You can see people running along the top terrace. On top of that, people shooting out of the helicopter into the stands. You can even see people sniping on the inside, and the inside actually ends up looking pretty nice. You can see kind of like some box seats with a bar, which again, just looks huge. There's even people driving an ATV on the interior of Stadium. How you get it in there, at this point, I don't really know. Then you can see a new skin for Wyatt here, holding the Rytech AMR, sniping inside the stadium. You also get your first look at the actual field itself, which if you go to the very end of the trailer, you can get a very, very good look at it, which you can see military tents on the field and looks like a forward operating base for either Alcatala or Armistice. It's hard to tell at this point. Closer to the end, we can also see a close-up of Lurch holding the AN-94, which is one of the few new weapons that we actually get to see throughout this trailer. But if you have a closer look, it looks like he's shooting explosive bullets out of the AN-94 because he shoots it off the helicopter and then it blows up on the side of Stadium, which is kind of strange. And then throughout the rest of the trailer, we don't really see too much else new. We see them land in Stadium, Lurch actually get out of the helicopter with the smoke everywhere. After this, we see another look at Stadium exploding, another look at the train, Goldface going up the side of Skyscraper, who I'm starting to think might be Velikan, but again, I'm not sure. And then, of course, that is the end of the trailer. So to wrap up everything that we can take away from this trailer, first of all, we have the big changes to the Warzone map. Stadium, first of all, exploding and the interior of it actually opening up and that entire big area inside. That's the first big new thing. The second big new thing is the train that is going to be going around the southwest side of the map. It's going to be a big area. I'm interested to see how it interacts in different areas of the map, what type of weapons you can use on it, how on top of that the mounted machine guns are actually going to work on that, how powerful they're actually going to be. The third thing to Warzone is the new interior of Train Station. I didn't expect that to change whatsoever, but there's definitely going to be a new area inside there that's accessible via the roof. I don't know how else you can get in there at this point. Moving over to the multiplayer side of things, the first new map that we have is a 6v6 map called Sudal Harbor. Looks like a relatively close quarters map. After this, moving into the ground war map, we have Verdansk International Airport, which we all know that area from Warzone, of course. The gunfight map that we have coming is called Livestock. Actually looks pretty cool in my opinion. Interested to see how it actually plays. And then finally, the last 6v6 map we have is called Petrov Oil Rig, which is of course offshore from Modern Warfare 3. Honestly, again, this map looking pretty damn cool as well. Now, the one new weapon that we do see throughout this trailer is the AN-94. Other than that, I didn't really see any new weapons. The rumors is that the other two weapons that are going to be coming out within Season 5 are the R700, aka the Intervention, and the APC-9, which is an SMG. At this point, I haven't seen them in the trailer. I'm assuming one of them was also going to be in the Battle Pass with the AN-94, but for that, we'll have to wait and see. Now, throughout the rest of the trailer, you also get to see a whole bunch of new skins that are going to be coming in Season 5, new weapon skins, and of course, new characters, as we saw with Goldface, aka the character that I don't currently know. So, a lot of stuff is going to be coming out in Season 5. Of course, as of right now, we still don't have a roadmap. I'm guessing that'll either come out tomorrow or Wednesday, and of course, when any of that information comes out, as soon as we know anything more about Season 5, I will be keeping you guys updated throughout the whole week, anything new that is added. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Also, if you enjoyed the video, it's always appreciated if you hit that like button. Let me know what you think of all of this down in the comments. What are you most excited for? And as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars.